The Duramax is going up, 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 going up, 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 going up, 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 because of rough country. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a freaking amazing, fabulous day, because I know I am. And you know what's going on, guys. You know what is going on. We are getting ready to lift the Duramax 6 freaking inches, guys. And it's all because of rough country. We also have Connor Reeks here, Weeks Auto Transit. If you need any towing, hit him up. But he's going to be helping us today a little bit. This is probably going to be a 2-part series because this is a lot to install. So this first video is probably going to be a disassembly. Second video is probably going to be most of the install and finishing up of the product and stuff like that. But as you can see, this is not your regular rough country setup here. This entire setup has been powder coated by JS Coating 717 on Instagram, Desert FDE Tan, to hopefully match the green that's on the truck right now, this forest GM green that they've used for many, many years, that probably everybody hates. Probably the worst GM color they ever made. Maybe some of you out there like it, maybe some of you don't. Comment below, let me know if you do like this forest green, but we definitely have beautiful desert tan. I am extremely happy with the way this color turned out for the hubs and everything.
Do you want it done or not?
Unbelievable. So as you can see, we have their basic 6-inch lift here, 01 to 010, 2500 HD, 01 to 06 1500, and 07 1500 classic 6-inch suspension lift. This will pretty much work okay, or should work okay on the dually setups. We will definitely find out when we get these rear blocks in place if it's going to work. I'm sure it will. I'm not too concerned about it. But we have their regular premium shock absorbers from Rough Country, axle spacers, sway bar end links, bolts, all the bracketry, and we also have a set of kicker bars that we're going to be installing as well on this truck. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be a nice build, and we are actually going to be keeping the stock wheels, the stock 16-inch wheels with 33s on the truck for right now. And I did mention that in a previous video that we are going to be keeping that. So I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like. I love how you're just sitting there like, shut up, dude. I need to start doing this, you know?
This way.
I love the fact that I'm going to be using 33s on 16-inch wheels with a 6-inch lift. I mean, basically, it's probably going to be about this high. The way it's jacked up right now, probably going to be about this high. So it should look pretty interesting. I hope you guys are excited, because I'm excited. It's going to be a killer freaking look, especially with the FDE Desert Tan on it. I'm just ecstatic about what this thing's going to look like when it's done. So let's get rolling, guys. All right, guys, very first step you got to do is take these hubs off. And these are only related to dualies, because single wheel trucks do not have these hubs, but the dualies do have those hubs that extend out, as you can see. So you do have to remove them first. Next thing we got to do is take the caliper off, take the caliper brackets off, take the brake line off, and get the rotor off, guys. So let's make that happen now. All right, guys, we got our rotors off, our brake caliper brackets. Connor's been doing this side. I've actually been working on the other side. And we got our brake calipers tied up here as well, that were out of the way. The very next thing we need to start doing now at this point is we need to get our axle nut off, okay? And then we need to start disconnecting our tie rod ends, which, where are they? Oh, I ended up getting me some heavy duty PPE tie rod ends, because I figured if I'm doing this job, I might as well upgrade these weak link tie rod ends with some new ones. We got to go ahead and get our sway bar end links out of the way. Then at that point, we can pull off our entire hub by taking apart our top ball joint and our lower ball joint. Hopefully you guys can see that. And of course we have to take out our shocks. For the last couple of years I've been running these Ranchero 9-way adjustables in the front and rear, and I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna be a little sad to see them go for these rough countries. I mean, I'm sure these rough country shocks are freaking amazing, but I'm not gonna lie, those Rancheros treated me very, very good over the years, and it's gonna be kind of sad to take them off and not be able to use them again. So let's get all that apart, both sides, and you can see what this thing looks like with no hubs in it at all. All right, guys, another step done. We got the entire hubs out of the Duramax. We actually have them soaking down in PB Blaster. That way tomorrow morning when I come in, I can punch those guys out and replace them inside the new hubs that we have from Rough Country. The next step we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking out our front shocks and our axles to kind of get them out of the way. Oh, we have good old Connor here with some light action. We're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way, and we're also gonna be loosening up our torsion bars, which I'll show you here in a bit, to be able to get those out, and these front A-arms. We unfortunately do need to replace this lower ball joint because somebody...
Pickle fork.
We won't name any names, but we will be replacing that lower ball joint as well. But after all this is done, one of the final steps that we're gonna have to do is take that front diff completely out, lower it down. At that point, we will be able to install our front lowering bracket, I guess you would call it, and our rear lowering bracket onto the Duramax to start assembly back together again, guys.
Wouldn't it be a raising bracket?
It would be a raising lowering bracket, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it would be technically.
Up, not down.
So let's get that all done, and then we'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. Maybe at least with the shocks and the axle out. Yeah, you get to work.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
At least with the shocks and the torsion bars and stuff, and maybe the lower A-arms will be out. We'll be able to see what that looks like, and then we'll get the front diff out as well. All right, guys. So after a lot of work, we ended up getting the lower A-arms out, which I'll be honest with you, if you take the torsion off of the A-arms back here at the frame, you can actually pull the bushings out of the front and, well, the front and the back supports, I guess you would call them, and you can hit them out with a hammer. So you don't really need to have a torsion tool or anything. You can actually do it without the torsion tool. So yeah, A-arms are out. Really the only thing that's left under here, guys, is we have the front drive shaft. We have the center support down here, and then it's pretty much just the front diff. So we're gonna go ahead and get this front diff out, and that'll be it. We're gonna be pretty close to reassembly after we do some cleaning up and obviously get a new ball joint for this lower A-arm. We have Connor under here wrapping up my front drive shaft, as you can see. Definitely use some electrical tape to wrap up the caps. That way they don't accidentally fall out and you lose all your needle bearings, because then you're gonna be on the ground looking for needle bearings, which are not very fun to do at all. So I guess the final step here, Connor, is to take that whole front diff out, right, buddy?
Yep.
And we gotta unplug some things with our vent tube that we need to take off. And basically everything that's attached to this front diff needs to be disconnected. Plugs, wires, vacuum hoses, and then I think there's 2 bolts on the passenger side, and then there's anchor bolts on the driver's side that need to come out, and then you can use a jack to let it out, and we'll show you that here now.
Well, don't we want a jack?
What?
Shall we use a jack?
No, I'll hold it up and then you get this end, I get this end, but that's the heavier end.
Yeah.
Do you want to switch?
Maybe we should just use a jack, bud.
Why would we use a jack, bud? We can just do this right now.
I'm gonna get my fucking head smashed.
You're not gonna, your head's not even under it, calm down.
Yeah, I tell you, whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Exactly. Okay, a little more, push.
I can't push anymore, Connor.
We might not want to push.
John! Okay, hold on, stop. Go get a jack.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Ready?
Okay, slowly come down.
Ready?
Slowly.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit. Okay, stop. Definitely make sure you have a friend helping you do this, because it's not very fun doing it on your own.
Calm down.
Yeah, let her down a little bit. Whoa, hello. Yeah. What the freak, man?
sitting on the rack again, but it's definitely stuck in that rear.
Oh God, I'm definitely dying.
Well, at least there's a YouTube video about it now.
It says cut here. So I think we've been dicking around for too long.
I think we found a
And
problem.
we were supposed to cut here to get that diff out.
I thought you read the directions.
I did. Well, I'm reading them now. Unfreaking believable. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know. We're just going into the professional DFR kitchen here. I'm gonna grab, holy shit. Grab a good old Perpetual, not sponsored by Trogs. And finish this off with a nice beer. Because we all know that beer makes everything better. And if you're underage and you don't drink beer, the only thing I can tell you is be like Connor and don't drink beer. But the front diff is not out. We do have to do some cutting, which is no big deal, but it is pretty much like 75% the way out. But it is getting late here. It's late. We want to go home. It's tiring. I've got a lot of shit to do tomorrow, including a lot of cars of customers, which I got to do in the morning and the afternoon. And then at nighttime tomorrow, I'm going to continue working on the Duramax, guys. Yes, I'm going to keep working on the Duramax. And hopefully, you'll get a second video of most of this rough country stuff installed. If not, maybe half of it. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe the knuckles. Like I said, it's going to be a multi-part kind of video on this. It'll be like a part 1, part 2, maybe even a part 3. I don't know what to tell you, but hopefully you guys stick around to watch the final product of what the Duramax is going to look like with its rough country 6-inch lift on. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed some of the content of today. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Go check out my buddy Connor at Weeks Auto Transit. Hit that bell notification, put it on all, and deuces, guys.